Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again in this YouTube astrological segment. I'm going to be talking about what I believe are the five happiest zodiac signs, and yes, this does apply and pertain to the Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. First sign, I'm going to talk about number one, Sagittarius, I believe is number one. Happiest zodiac sign, ruled by Jupiter. They are known to be very benign and benevolent people, the incorrigible optimist of the zodiac, and very happy-go-lucky nature. They can even bring the most disconsolate and despondent people out of their doldrums because they just have such their positive nature and demeanor. They are the humorous of the zodiac. Gemini is right there, of course, but Sagittarius does have a very robust sense of humor, and they are just meant to be happy. It appears based on whatever, I mean, in spite of whatever adversity they're going through, they always put on that happy face, for often put on that happy face for others. They like they're often are involved in practical jokes with people, and they do it generally not in a malicious way. They What it is with Sagittarius, they want to bring the happiness to others because they are very happy, and they like to make others that way as well. They could be very motivational. Their happiness often rubs off on other people, and Sagittarius can be very jocular and jovial, and their enthusiasm just can be downright contagious. So I'm gonna go with Sagittarius number one. Now, the next sign I'm going to talk about is Gemini, and Gemini is a close second. The only main reason I don't have them number one is the fact that they could be a little more mercurial than Sagittarius, and they could have a few more ups and downs than Sagittarius people, but Gemini can be very vivacious, animated, and cheerful. The air signs collectively, I believe, tend to be the most, the cheerful, the happiest of all the, the four elements in astrology. You talk about Gemini, again, being very vivacious. They can, be very expressive and animated on manifold subjects. They can talk, about virtually any subject, and they express, a lot of happiness when they do so. The Gemini may have the most, in terms of in-person communication on average of all the zodiac signs, and that can promote happiness. So I think that plays a role in why the zodiac sign Gemini can be often be very cheerful and happy. They see life as such where it's meant to be joyous, to be happy, not to be overly despondent or melancholy. It's interesting because the zodiac sign Capricorn often falls on the eighth house cusp in the solar or natal chart for Gemini. And the thing is, it's like, that adjustment, for Gemini to become, very despondent, it would be like an adjustment because Capricorn is in conjunct by sign to Gemini. And again, in conjunction astrology can often be about adjustments. It would be a major one for Gemini. So I'm going to go with the Gemini's number two on the happiest zodiac signs list. Now the next sign I'm going to go to is Libra. Libra, an air sign, can actually be very cheerful, friendly, and amiable. You have Libra can be very charming. They can make friends easily. They're about intellectual sociability and enjoy bouncing ideas off others. And the thing about it too is I think the fact that they're very sociable and getting involved with people important, often have a number of important friends, and very desirous, more of a significant other, more so than the other zodiac signs on average. The interaction with other people in general promotes their happiness, their ability. They need to be able to do things with others, collaborate with others on projects and endeavors plays a role in this. And when Libra could be very happy by appeasing others, a lot often, doing things, to make others happy so often can bring joy in another person. And I think that plays a role as to why Libra, at least from my perception, is one of the happier of the zodiac signs on average. And they're very, and also just being able to maintain, the peace and the balance in their life, having an environment that's peaceful and balanced can be pivotal in terms of Libra's, happiness and being cheerful and friendly. And that, so I'm going to stay with, go with Libra at number 3. Now, the next sign I'm going to talk about, number 4, Aquarius. Aquarius, is an air sign, like, of course, like Gemini and Libra. And Aquarius is, often exhibits and exudes a lot of, cheerfulness and friendliness. They're about, universal love, for humanity. The thing about them is I'd have Aquarius higher on the list, but they have a certain detachment, in terms of making, many, friends, which are almost might be acquaintances to a lot of Aquarians. And really, but as far as, getting, they have that need for their detachment and certain aloofness. So that's why I don't have them a little higher on my list. But still, they are about the expression of selflessness and altruism, doing things for others, often, promotes, the happiness. And the thing is, when you look at Aquarius as well, they are known to be, humanitarians. They can be good, human rights advocates. They are ones by, expressing, such a tremendous amount of selflessness. They really, this is part really plays an integral role in terms of what makes them, very, one of the happier of the zodiac signs. And it's that universal love, again, for humanity. And they are ones which, they have often like a live and let live philosophy. They expect others to be adaptable to them. If they have any, Aquarians can often have some idiosyncrasies about them. They can be very eccentric, but because they have, often that live and let live philosophy, they could be ones where, by having, acceptance of other people's flaws, it's less likely to become irritated, I would say. And that plays a role as well in terms of them being, very happy often. And now the next sign I'm going to go to, last but not least, number 5, I'll put Leo there. And, Leo, I understand they have a very fiery temperament, and sometimes, you make Leo, irritated enough, their anger can ascend to the voice can ascend to a roar. But Leo can often have, a sunny disposition. They are ruled by the sun. They can be about brightening other people's lives, bring life to others. The sun in astrology, which again rules Leo, is connected with life. They often bring life and revitalize, other people's lives in the process. They could be excellent, motivational speakers. Because of this, they have a nature that can be very magnanimous and generous, and this does bring, the happiness, to them by like Aquarius, being able to give often as opposed to receive. Leo may love themselves more than Aquarius loves themselves, but they are, comparable in terms of, expressing, certain generosity and selflessness, to others. And this for Leo can often promote, their happiness, being able to just inspire others and rejuvenate them. And Leo can have a very strong will, and they often they are ones where they have that strong will in terms of life and being able to live their life to the fullest. And because this can play a role in terms of them having certain happiness in terms of their own life in their existence. Leo often will live in a grand way, and this might promote some happiness for Leo too, I believe. So anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment. Until next time, Edwin Learnard saying, stay well.